Hey everyone, welcome back to White Pine Homestead. It has been a bit since I put up a video because, well, we have just been having technical difficulties. And I actually have a few videos on my phone, but they're in parts, and then I need to edit them together. And unfortunately, I have been having a hard time getting them downloaded off of my phone. So this is going to be an unedited video, so if I mess up or stumble, it's just how it is. And just wanted to put something up here real quick, and you won't have the introduction video or any of that. But this was on my heart, and I wanted to get it out there as quickly as possible. So the formula issue going on in the world, or in our country, where formulas are being pulled off the shelf and moms are having some issues. I wanted to share what I had to do when my son was born. So when Lane was born, so obviously this video is more for the mamas than anyone else, but even if you're not a mama, hopefully you can spread this to someone who could use this because it is good information. I was unable to produce enough breast milk to feed my son for the amount of food that he wanted. So that happens, people. Sometimes people just can't produce enough. Women just cannot always produce enough, or other things happen. Maybe it's a baby whose mother died in childbirth. Who knows? So they need a milk substitute because they're unable to have a full breastfed baby. So that being said, I substituted with formula when I very first started, but I wasn't really happy with doing that. So I researched that further, and I found probably the best thing to mommy's milk is whole goat milk. So I then started supplementing Lane with whole goat milk. And then Ruth Mary, she breastfed fine with me. We did not have any issues. But then at a certain point I weaned her, and both of my children had no other milk other than goat milk until they were 2 years old. The reason goat milk is a better choice than formula or cow's milk is the proteins are smaller. So the proteins are smaller like mommy's milk, and the babies are able to digest the formula or the milk better and take the goodness from that and put it in their bodies. So cow's milk, the protein is much higher. So actually babies that are on formula tend to have a much harder time digesting it. They often have gas and just different issues. You might have a colicky baby that's on formula, and you take them off of that, give them goat's milk, and find that their colic goes away and they sleep really well. I don't know if that would work for every baby, but I know it has worked for some. So I did not have goats next to me where I lived at the time. Well, that's not true. I actually did have goats, but I didn't have goat milk available to me, fresh goat milk available to me all the time. So the kind I used was Meyer. It's right here, Meyenberg. This is going to be backwards when I show it to you because I'm looking through my phone here. So Meyenberg whole powdered goat milk. Right now you can still completely buy this at Walmart. I know it sells on Amazon. There are different avenues to purchase this. This is what you need to do if you cannot get formula. And honestly, even if you've been using formula, switch to this. It is so much better for your baby, for their digestive system, and you will see a world of difference in their bowel movements and all of those good things. Once again, my kids drank this until they were 2 years old after they were weaned from me. So, but even if you're unable to give your baby a breast milk at all, goat milk is the way to go. If you are in an area where you can get fresh goat milk, that's amazing, and your babies will appreciate that. So that is the best, in my opinion, formula substitute. And if you have to substitute breast milk, it is the best substitute for that as well. Okay, everyone, I just really wanted to get out there. I felt some moms needed that information, and I wasn't seeing it anywhere else, and I thought, I've got to tell people. This works beautifully. I'll tell you one more story. My niece, her son, was on this specialty formula for babies that have problem digesting food. And I said, stop. For one thing, it's cow's milk, and it is stuffed with a lot of other things in it that's really not that great for your baby. Switch him to goat's milk. This is before any of this stuff happened, all this formula shortage. They switched to goat milk, and he is having such a better time. So thankfully, he was already switched prior to this, and that has not been an issue for them once these shortages happened. Okay, I hope this helps some of you mothers out there, or even some of you that aren't mothers, to share some information with others that you know to help them, because I know that it's really stressful. Not feeding your kids is really stressful. So, all right, everyone, do your best. Let God do the rest. Have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll get some out there. Okay, bye.